Hello everyone, my name is Tyler, and welcome to AI Football Prediction Lab, Europe's most trusted football prediction channel. In this video, we're diving into the South American World Cup qualifiers, with 5 exciting matches lined up for analysis. To match the theme and energy of South America, we've used a stunning coastal background from the region. We hope you like it. As always, Luca has done his homework, analysing all 5 fixtures in depth to bring you the most realistic and valuable predictions from the qualifiers. Don't forget, at the end of the video, we'll reveal the prediction we trust the most from these matches. We call it our top prediction, so make sure you stick around for that. And let me remind you once again, we share the final outcomes of all our predictions on Instagram. All right then, let's get started. Here's Luca with his famous predictions.
Hello everyone, Luca here. I'm back with predictions and analysis for the upcoming South American World Cup qualifiers. I've taken a deep dive into all 5 matches. Just a quick note before we begin. All 5 games are being played on the same night, but due to time differences, Bolivia versus Chile kicks off on Tuesday 10 of June at 9 p.m. UK time, while the other 4 matches will take place in the early hours of Wednesday 11th June. We'll begin with the Bolivia match. But one more thing, I'll be giving 2 predictions for both Argentina versus Colombia and Brazil versus Paraguay, and just 1 prediction for each of the remaining games. Let's get started with Bolivia versus Chile. For Chile, the dream of qualifying for the World Cup is basically over. They recently lost to Argentina, and even the hope of a miracle is gone. Bolivia, on the other hand, still have a chance, despite their defeat against Venezuela last week. That's because the gap between them and 7th place Venezuela is just 4 points. And remember, 7th place earns a World Cup playoff spot. If Bolivia win this match, they'll close the gap to just 1 point. And Venezuela have a very tough away game coming up against Uruguay, so Bolivia know they still have hope and will fight to keep that alive. Now, for those who don't know, Bolivia have picked up 11 of their 14 points at home. That doesn't necessarily mean they play fantastic football there. It's mostly because of the altitude. Their home stadium is located at a very high altitude, and visiting players genuinely struggle to breathe and keep up their performance. Most teams drop points here, even strong ones. So Bolivia are used to playing in these conditions, and they'll be going all out to win while hoping Venezuela slip up. That's why Bolivia look like the stronger side here. But to reduce the risk, my prediction is Bolivia double chance. Considering Chile's low morale and the extreme altitude, Bolivia clearly have the upper hand. The second match of the program sees Uruguay hosting Venezuela. Uruguay are going through a really poor run of form. They haven't won any of their last 4 matches and have failed to score in their last 3. And it's important to note that they'll be missing 2 of their most important players, Darwin Núñez and Federico Valverde. That's a massive blow. Of course, they'll be desperate to get a win now, especially in front of their home fans, but Venezuela are in high spirits. They just beat Bolivia in a high-stakes clash and are now holding on to 7th place, which leads to the World Cup playoffs. Naturally, they want to climb higher, but they certainly don't want to lose that playoff spot either. I expect them to be very focused and cautious in this match. That's why I don't think Uruguay can score 3 goals here. They'll want to bounce back and make it up to their fans, but I don't see a confident and disciplined Venezuela conceding that many. Let's not forget, their first meeting ended 0-0. My prediction is Uruguay under 2.5 team goals. The third match features Argentina versus Colombia. Argentina are sitting comfortably at the top of the group and have already secured their place in the World Cup. They're in great form and playing without any pressure. Colombia, on the other hand, are struggling. They currently sit in 6th place, but they haven't won any of their last 5 matches, with 3 losses and 2 draws. Their latest disappointment came at home, failing to beat Peru, which left fans frustrated. This is a reaction game for Colombia. They have to respond. My first prediction for this match is Colombia +2 handicap. I believe they'll be much more focused in this game, because if they keep slipping, even their 6th place spot is at risk. They'll approach this match with full concentration and defend with everything they've got. Even if they lose, I don't see them losing by more than 1 goal. My second prediction, Argentina under 1.5 goals in the first half. Yes, Argentina are in great form, scoring consistently and defending well, but I don't think they'll score 2 goals in the first half against a motivated and disciplined Colombia side. In the next match, Brazil host Paraguay. Paraguay are currently in 3rd place, above Brazil in the standings, which is a big achievement for them. They're extremely determined to secure a spot at the 2026 World Cup, and their recent win at home against Uruguay shows just how serious they are. As for Brazil, they've started a new chapter under Carlo Ancelotti. However, his debut ended in a disappointing goalless draw away to Ecuador. Many expected at least one goal from Brazil, but they couldn't find the net. This will be Ancelotti's first home game in charge, and he'll be eager to make a strong impression in front of the fans. That is why my first prediction is Brazil to win, and my second prediction is over 1.5 total goals. Realistically speaking, Paraguay are very close to securing World Cup qualification. Unless something dramatic happens, they should make it. That's why they're likely to play with more freedom. They don't have a reason to park the bus. In fact, they might even try to hurt Brazil on the counter and go for another big result. So, I'm expecting an open game with chances at both ends. In the final match of the group, Peru host Ecuador. Ecuador have lost just once in 15 matches, and that was months ago against Brazil. They've been incredibly consistent and are now unbeaten in their last 8 games. Most recently, they even managed to hold Brazil to a draw. Right now, they sit in second place in the group, and with their current position and remaining fixtures, it's almost certain, over a 99% chance, that they'll qualify for the World Cup. Peru, on the other hand, are out of the race. Their chances of qualifying are virtually gone. In this match, I simply don't see Ecuador losing. My prediction is Ecuador double chance, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they go on and win it. Ecuador have been one of the strongest and most consistent sides in the group, and I expect them to show that again here. That wraps up my predictions for these 5 South American qualifying matches, but don't go anywhere. Up next is our top prediction of the day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.